That's Snazzy iPhone Guy, and this is the video review of the SwitchEasy card case for iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. Now, this was sent out to me for review by Zoltan from SwitchEasy with help by Jenny from JMono Reviews, so thanks to both of them for helping me get this case pretty much ahead of everyone else. But unfortunately, this case didn't quite hit my marks, and I'm going to explain to you why in this video. Now, just a background of SwitchEasy, I think they make excellent cases for a superior price point, and SwitchEasy actually holds two of the top three iPhone 4 cases, in my opinion, which would be the SwitchEasy Glitz and the SwitchEasy Odyssey. So naturally, I was pretty well excited for the card because I've always found credit card cases to be really ugly and disorganized, and I was really excited to see SwitchEasy's take on this, but unfortunately, I think that their good idea wasn't well enough executed to recommend to really anyone. Let's take a look at what you're going to get in the box. You find yourself a user manual, which is of great importance. You'll find two superior quality screen shields from SwitchEasy, which I really do love their screen shields, and these are no exception. So they're great glossy screen shields. You get two of them, which is nice, and you're going to get two sets of 30-pin dock connector and headphone jack covers, which is a pretty unique offering from SwitchEasy, and I've always liked to see that. Now, you're also going to get an application squeegee as well as a microfiber cloth for applying your screen shields. Other than that, though, that's what you'll find in the box along with the case. Now, as you can see, the case in concept is a great idea. You place the card in this slot, and when you need to retrieve it, all you do is slide this little button, and it will kick the card out of the slot. Now, what's the problem with this case? I don't know if you can tell, but that adds a rather substantial amount of bulk to the already thicker iPhone 4S and iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 and 4S is certainly not thick by any means, but it is getting to be one of the thicker smartphones on the market. And by adding this beast, it doesn't make you feel too good, especially when not a whole lot of protection is offered. So let's take the iPhone 4S, and we are going to place it into the card case. All you have to do is snap it on this end, and it is in. Okay, so as you can see, the amount of bulk added is quite substantial, and it becomes a pretty freaking thick device. I'm okay with thickness so long as it adds security to the actual phone, but there's not a whole lot of security offered here, actually almost none. There is no lay on the table design, which is kind of disappointing. The bottom is left completely exposed, as is the top. The corners are protected as well as around the buttons very nicely. As you can see, there's a little bit of a weird cutout, and that is to fit both the AT&T and Verizon iPhone 4s, along with the iPhone 4S, of course. However, it doesn't add hardly any protection. It's very skinny around the edges, and it is just plastic. So if you drop this case face down, your SOL, your digitizer will probably be broken. If you drop it on the side, you're probably still going to be in trouble. This case doesn't pop off very easy, but I can see it becoming an issue if you drop it from great heights. Obviously, though, the focus of this case is to integrate credit card functionality, and so I'd like to demonstrate this. I have here just a Barbacoa, which is a Mexican restaurant credit card here. If you slide it in, it stays very, very seamlessly inside your phone, which is great because a lot of the other a lot of the other card cases out there are really ugly because you just feed them through the back, and it looks kind of ridiculous. So this looks very, very nice, and all you have to do to eject the card is slide this upwards, and it pops out ever so slightly so that you can pull it out. Now again, this is great in concept, but there's a few things you have to keep in mind. The first one being, this only fits a singular card. One card. I can't think of very many instances when it would be all right for me to carry just one card. Now, I don't need my whole plethora of Barbacoa cards and anything of this sort, but I would expect at least two, a room for a debit or credit card and a room for your driver's license or identification. The fact that this isn't here is kind of disappointing. They actually advertise it by the sticker on the case to work with smart cards and contactless cards and then debit cards. So they really only advertise it to be kind of your debit card case. But a lot of the times I'll be at a kiosk or a terminal, and they'll run my debit card as credit, and I have to sign and show ID for that. Well, that would mean I still have to carry my wallet around, and that kind of defeats the purpose because as convenient as this is, I can still pull my license and credit card out of my wallet faster than I can kind of turn this case around and slide the button over and then kind of grasp the very little card which is actually pumped out into my hand. So it really just is not that practical because there's very, very few situations when I would be comfortable